Welcome everyone to Chapter 17A, Part 3, Electrochemistry, Galvanic Cells. In this part, we are going to study how to set up a electrochemical cell, which is called galvanic cell, and then definition of the part of a galvanic cell. We already saw the review of how to balance oxidation reduction reaction. In this part, we are going to start the study of electrochemical cells, galvanic cells. So galvanic cells is named after Luigi Galvani, which is a pioneer in electrochemical cell technology. And galvanic cell is a spontaneous electrochemical cell that derives electrical energy from spontaneous redox reactions taking place within the cell. So this is a typical setup for a galvanic cell. We have two electrodes. Electrochemical cell is composed of two metal plates. So in this case, we have copper metal plate and silver metal plate, and they are connected by electrical wire here. And then voltmeter is now in between this wire and measuring the electric potential difference between copper metal and silver metal. And each metal is now dipped into a solution. So copper metal should be dipped into copper solution. So this one is now copper nitrate solution. The concentration is 1 molar. When the concentration 1 molar, we call this one standard condition. In the same way, silver cathode, silver metal is now dipped into 1 molar concentration of silver nitrate, silver ion. Now, these two solutions are connected by a bridge. This one is now porous material, filled with porous material with sodium nitrate. And now, as soon as we connect these two plates dipped into this different solution, separated in two different beakers and then connected by salt bridge, then copper ion, there are electrical potential difference between these two metals, and electron is now started to pump spontaneously from copper to silver. So electron is now moving from copper side to silver. Now what is happening, the chemical reaction now, copper is spontaneously dissolving into copper 2+ ion into the water, and silver ion in the water is gaining electrons from this electrode and depositing on the surface of silver as silver metal. And as copper ion is now more and more dissolving into the solution becoming more and more positive, because initially it is electrically charge balanced, but now positive ion is now constantly added. So this one is now charge imbalance. Then energy is very unstable, high electricity in charge. So then chemical reaction cannot proceed. So we need to have a porous material that containing a salt. So then in this case, because it is a positive charge increasing, then there is a drive for a negative charge. So then nitrate ion is now through this porous material added to the solution. Now it is making charge balance. Similarly, here positive ion is now continuously depleted, and then so sodium ion is moving to this side and making up to the depleted silver ion, so making charge balance, maintaining charge balance. And as you read voltmeter, the potential difference between silver plate and copper plate is now 0.46 volt. We call this one standard voltage, standard potential. So this one is now notation to represent this electrochemical cell or galvanic cell. Left hand side we write anode. What is anode? Anode is where oxidation half reaction occurs. And right hand side we write cathode. Cathode is now a metal plate or the part of electrochemical cell where reduction occurs. So we can remember this one as oxidation anode. So it is now starting with vowel, and reduction and cathode. It is starting with a consonant, like this way. Or we can remember it like this way: red cat, ox, like this way. So in a chemical notation, cell notation, we write oxidation anode on the left-hand side. We write metal plates here, and there is interface. This line, vertical line representing interface between this metal and solution, and the solution containing copper 2+ ion. It is solution, the concentration. We are designating the concentration. And this anode and cathode, they are separated by a space. So we put 2. In order to make electron flowing through the external circuit, we need to separate this anode and cathode. So this one is separated by barrier, so 2 vertical lines. On the right hand side, the cathode, we have metal plate, silver metal plate. The solution is now silver 2+ solution with 1 concentration. This is now a typical way of how to represent a cell notation. Now, we have a second example of a galvanic cell. In this galvanic cell, we have an anode where oxidation occurs. We have magnesium coil right there. So this is now electrons now generated here and then moving through this circuit toward this side. What is happening on the right hand side is now metal is not involved in this chemical reaction. Only hydrogen ion is gaining electrons, becoming hydrogen gas. So you see a lot of bubbling is forming here. So because metal is not involved in this reduction half reaction, we have to use an inert electrode, metal electrode, that can be functioning as a sink of electrons, gaining electrons or transferring electrons to the hydrogen ion. So platinum wire can be used, typically used, either platinum or graphite, pure carbon graphite. This one is a popular choice of inert electrode. The cell notation is like this way. In anode side, we have metal, magnesium in the electrode. This one is dipped into magnesium 2+ and 1 molar concentration. This is standard condition. Right hand side, our electrode is now a inert electrode, platinum, and what is happening is now this electron is transferred to hydrogen ion. So hydrogen ion gaining electrons and becoming hydrogen gas. As I said, inert electrode is now an electrode that is not part of the reaction, but only serves as a source or sink for electrons in an electrochemical equation reaction. There are 2 popular types, as I said, either platinum metal, or graphite, pure carbon electrode. So it is only conducting electrons to the part, its counterpart. So we have an example in galvanic cell problem. Let's consider 3 examples here. Chromium is now oxidized to chromium 3+. So copper is now gaining electrons, becoming copper metal. Or iron 2+ is now oxidized to iron 3+, because permanganate ion is very strong oxidizing reagent. This one is now reduced to manganese 2+ in acidic condition. Now in a basic condition, cadmium is now oxidized to cadmium hydroxide. Nickel 4 oxide is now reduced to nickel 2 hydroxide. So use the half reaction method, balance each redox reaction, write each reaction with cell notation, and which one is anode, which one is cathode. Designate anode and cathode, and let's develop our understanding of this galvanic cell.